We're going to play the movie alongside our commentary, so you have a second device or a second window on your computer. You could rent The Matrix on YouTube, watch it on HBO Go or Hulu if you have either of those subscriptions.
I think it was HBO Max.
Maybe.
Yeah.
HBO
and
Max.
it's free on Hulu and HBO Max right now. Hey, Robin. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hey, Neil. How's it going? So, yeah, if you have Hulu or HBO Max, you can just stream it for free. If not, what I'm going to do, because I don't have either, is actually just rent it off of YouTube for $4. That works really well, too. So, yeah, open it up in a separate tab, or... I know like a lot of people like Ryan and Nikki, they cast the movie to their TV screen, but they have me going on like a tablet
or
or
your
something.
phone or anything.
Yeah, it would definitely be totally fine if you did it on your phone.
Yeah, you could hear us. We'll be in your hand.
Yeah. Like usual.
Yeah.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's get started. Okay. Now, if we're doing everything right, we can hear the movie in our headphones, but it won't be going out to you guys. So, just if someone could confirm that there's no music coming like Tiffany out of your phone, that would be wonderful. So, and we're just looking right now at the, let's see, the Village Roadshow Pictures logo just popped up. Some nice, just so that everybody can know that we're all synced up.
Are we clear on the sound?
It should be the same from last time. Yeah. We're looking at the sushi recipes.
Oh, yes.
So Gaetano pointed out, why don't you hit us with that again real quick?
So the Matrix code that we're seeing, the green.
Thank you, Tiff.
Yes, thank you. Is actually just one of the producer's wife's sushi recipes, inversed, mixed with characters, also letters, English letters.
Yeah,
but
they
mostly,
threw some stuff in.
Yeah.
It's actually sushi recipes.
And this, what would it be? It was like E minor, F.
Yes, so this movie apparently was done, so every score they modulated up a key, and so the first one's in E minor, this movie's in F sharp minor, and the next one's in G minor.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. So we're still just looking at some digital rain effects here, and now it's a clock. So we should all be about there.
Clocking out.
I know, Justine, wasn't that the coolest factoid? Gaetano did so much research for these, which I appreciate.
And if you look, they were looking at the...
So we're looking at some fire and flames. Nice little fight scene action here. I was just thinking about how much Tim Burton's Catwoman really kind of affected the look of Trinity. You remember how Catwoman? Yeah,
What security guard clocks out and then goes attack somebody? Like, they're not still on the clock?
Yeah, if you're off the clock, yeah. What's interesting is the parallel of how in this movie... Go ahead, do you have something to say?
Go for it. This is the opening scene from the other movie when she was falling down the staircase.
Right, yeah, it's very similar, actually. Mm-hmm. But I think already we can feel a little bit of a difference in the tone of the movies because we're getting a lot of CGI, whereas in the other one it was all practical-ish. Yeah. I mean, we're already getting very CGI-y, which does change it a little bit, right?
Well, also part of her demeanor in this one is a little more in control. The last one she was running away. This
very
one
fearful,
she's still,
yeah.
It's showing the evolution of the character and such.
And also just how much more they've pushed the envelope here. Oh no. I guess I feel like it hasn't aged quite as well.
And that was all a dream.
Yeah, it was all a dream. Also, by the way, we're going to be spoiling everything as we go. We've assumed you've seen The Matrix in the past, 18 years or whatever.
Don't count.
I don't think I can count. 2003, it's going to be...
No, 18, 20. You were right. I just don't like to hear that number. 18 fucking years.
Yeah. Ugh. So if I, I'm going to be...
Look at that CGI. That was... So ugly.
That's what I mean. I feel like there was CGI, obviously, in the 1999, but they didn't rely on it too heavily.
Yeah.
Whereas in these next ones, we're really going to get a lot. And the problem is like 2003 CGI just wasn't what we're used to now.
This was cutting edge once.
Yeah. Oh, I really love this character. I forgot what his name was, though.
That's Tank and Dozer's brother. So it's some other mechanical. Link.
Link. Is that his name? Link.
Pretty sure.
Okay, cool.
Now, someone else. Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, I feel you. So in the last one, there were shots of the Nebuchadnezzar and the alien jellyfish that were a little sus as far as the CGI, but they probably made up like 15 shots of the whole movie.
Yeah.
This one, we've already had 15 shots that are almost entirely CGI. It is like nice memory.
I drink and I know things, right?
I don't trust anybody with that earth tone maroon sweater. Absolutely, Neil. It was definitely cool for the time. No, I don't mean to sound in any way like I don't think it was cool. It was very, very cool, but
it didn't stand the test of time.
The way
like
the original,
one.
The original is just
older.
yeah.
You know?
So definitely, we're probably going to be more critical of this movie than the first one, just because I think we both think the original's pretty close to perfect.
So this is the scene that if you didn't play the video game, you had no idea what it was.
Or somewhere in there, yeah. It's like, what's going on?
Fucker.
I do think that it's cool that there's all these new characters. Like, we get more world building, whereas in the first, we really only get characters that have to be known. So,
yeah.
God, that fucking alligator skin. I forgot about that. They upgraded the trench coat. Oh, whew, bitch. God, yes, queen. Squiddies. It's fun to see a little bit of politics in this one. Yeah. And for all the criticisms, I think the politics is actually interesting.
And Justine thinks trench coats are sexy.
Yes, they are. And I think they need to make a big comeback.
As long as you're wearing something underneath them when you open them up.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, perhaps a leopard...
leopard thong.
Yeah, leopard thong would be good. Maybe I'll do that for next week. I'll wear
Harry's
a
banana hammock.
I think I threw away my alligator trench coat finally.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to say thong. And why I needed to know about that.
Alligator skin thong.
Yeah.
That's next Ginny Springs.
I told you we wanted to go hunt one, right? All right, back to the movie.
Yeah. Well, hey, this is what we're here to do.
The graffiti on that wall to the right is a Bible verse. There's a couple Bible verses. This movie sucks with the Easter eggs, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So what kind of Bible verse is it?
I didn't even write down the Bible verse. If someone wants to look it up, go for it. But that was their fucking...
Oh, I love it.
Right, yeah. Something about dreaming.
Hey, how's it going, Berto?
What's up, Berto?
How's it going, my brother? We are exactly 8 minutes and 55 seconds into The Matrix Reloaded, if you can pull it up on another screen. Love that we're getting the more interesting development of Smith's character.
Now, Neo recognized someone was there, but couldn't tell who it was.
Also, what I was going to say earlier is that I had some criticism for Keanu Reeves' acting in the first movie, but I think he really stepped into the role of Neo in the second one.
That was the first time he was ever acknowledged as the anomaly by an agent.
Right. I love this line coming up. Yeah, like that line upgrades. Like, interesting. I think that is one of the troubles that the second two movies struggle from, is the fact that Neo's just so powerful that it's, he doesn't seem to be. It's so cool that he doesn't even, this is trivial for him. But it also makes him, like all superheroes, like, you got to have some weaknesses. So they kind of have to balance that a bit.
Well, he bleeds in this one.
Yeah.
Later.
But I love that they establish in the beginning that he's just like an unfuckwithable force,
Well, before, I think the agents only saw him as a free person, not the anomaly.
Mm-hmm.
Now they've acknowledged it and they sent the upgrades after him. And he doesn't break the concrete at that point like before. He had to.
Oh, did it break on the last one?
I think so.
Oh, interesting. So that time it just ripples.
It ripples
like
because he's altering the code.
Yeah. Oh, and now we've got multiple Smiths. I forgot about that plot line to the thing. This is a Juno Reactor song that I didn't realize was in here. What song is this? I want to say it's Swamp Thing off of Bible of Dreams. It's definitely off of the Bible of Dreams record.
Oh, maybe that's a lag in the chat.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. I thought that was the name of the song or something.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Also, I don't expect anybody else here to be as much of a Juno Reactor fan as I am. But I didn't realize that was in the movie, actually. Because Juno Reactor actually composed basically half of the score of this movie. They tried to get the Prodigy to do it, and they couldn't do it. They were like unable to interface with the Don Davis, the composer, in a way that worked. Because Prodigy, they're like, they're kind of like punk rock motherfuckers. They weren't able to make it happen. But Juno Reactor was. But I didn't remember they used an original song.
So the overall theme of this scene right now was he's waiting on a call from a girl that won't call him, so he shows up to her house unannounced. Is what we just witnessed.
And is he showing up to the Oracle?
Yeah.
It's the Oracle. So he's like, I need some
answers.
I need some answers about these goddamn dreams I'm having. Because my girl's getting dead. I love it when they say, let's open her up, man. I think the scenes in the Desert of the Real. Yeah, Robin, I as well. I think it is a bit of a shame that the Prodigy wasn't able to make it work, because in a sense, there's no band that's like more to the aesthetic of the Matrix than the Prodigy. I don't know. Are you a Prodigy fan?
Yeah, not a fan like you are.
Yeah. But like, smack my bitch up.
Of course.
Yeah. I think they could have done it well. But on the other hand, Juno Reactor's just, they're definitely one of my favorite groups of all time. So I'm good with it either way. Oh, I forgot. This is definitely straight out of Aliens, right? The James Cameron 1986 horror film, I'm guessing. somewhere around 86 or maybe 83. I don't know. The CGI here looks pretty good.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, better. Better than it was in the beginning, which sucks because you'd really like the first 5 minutes of the movie to be right on. So the fact that it was a little wonky.
Yeah, we could acknowledge this is good only because we care, but if you weren't paying attention, fuck it.
Yeah. I will say the movie's already dragging a bit, which is kind of like the pacing. I think the pacing is one of the biggest issues of movies 2 and 3. They just don't have the feeling of, like, we're just charging forward. Never thought about it, but the fact that they are all wearing long sleeves, I guess, is the cover up there.
Yeah, you mentioned that there were a couple scenes that I don't see his neck pieces. I don't know if that's a
goof.
Yeah.
Hey, Pinto, how's
What's
it going,
up?
my brother? 1986, man, look at this brain. It's good for something.
So that is from the comic series. I don't know if it's Animatrix, but he released that kid who I forget the name at the moment is from the Matrix mistakenly. I don't know if you knew that. No. That's where he saved his life that they never go into any reason for. It came from the comic series.
Right.
The kid found Neo and then through that was saved. I didn't read it either, but that's where that scene came from.
That makes sense.
Like unfinished shit in this movie.
Yeah. I was one of the Animatrixes. Okay. I consider doing the Animatrixes on this channel too, but for the time being, I don't think I will, but I can always change my mind.
Yeah. If you want to see it, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, if enough people want to see it, I'll do it. For sure. It's always up to you guys. I try to do what you guys want, but... No worries, brother. So I love that scene. I think that scene's great. The problem is we're going to get a lot of ancillary scenes. I think I got through that word okay, where we do not have the sort of direct, like, okay, what do we need to discover about
Ancillary?
the plot? Ancillary. That's how you say it.
Yep.
I kind of got caught between ancillary and auxiliary.
Auxiliary, yeah. I had to take it apart too.
Some hostility between me and
us?
Gaetano.
No,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Hey, this is my brother.
Oh, but yeah, I think that, it's here the movie starts to slow down, and I think Revolution suffers from it worse. Where it's just, this is not as interesting as when they're in the Matrix. You know?
Yeah, we know you didn't mean us, them.
we were teasing.
Joking.
Oh, I forgot about the counselor too.
Yeah, he's kind of like auxiliary character.
Fuck you. I love
You
it.
want to see some hostility?
Yeah,
Wait till I keep
yeah.
correcting him.
Oh my god, you're never gonna let it go.
Nope.
Perfect. Hi, Mom.
Hey.
How's it going?
I don't have any facts for this one really, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, I think it's interesting too because it follows right on the heels of the Star Wars movies that were slowed down by the politics so much.
What do we want more in our entertainment? Politics. Yeah, that'll take us out.
Yeah. I like the idea. And, Dune is almost all politics.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
Sure.
Oh,
You pass me those.
Yeah.
Please?
I was just like, are you ready for another beer?
Oh, absolutely.
You said you had 9. There's only fucking...
I don't know.
You do.
I tell everyone there's 9.
Oh, okay. Hey, cheers. And cheers to everybody out there. We love you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Yes.
They're about to make out, just in case anybody's trying to sync the movie up with us. There we go. Oh, got to be careful.
Yeah, right.
We got it's like LA out here. There's a homeless population.
Skid Row, you remember that?
Yeah.
Call back to a previous video.
Yeah, that's like for the real deep who've been watching Scum movie night.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I never knew that. I didn't recognize it.
What a fucking moment.
I didn't know that was there.
Yeah. I love that.
Uncle Link.
Dude.
That's his brother's wife, then.
Is that his brother's wife?
Oh, no, they're both okay. They're there.
Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah. Hey, Annie, how's it going? Oh, my God. Yeah, Phantom Menace. I actually will stand up for that movie. I like Phantom Menace more than most, but yes, I do still think it has problems. Prost.
Oh, that's cheers?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Cool. I was waiting for you
Sorry.
to translate. I figured that's what I was going, but yeah.
Is that not obvious?
Yeah, now it is, I guess.
I guess it's not. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm so used to hearing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just was confirming. I didn't want to look like an idiot.
No, you're good. My bad. Oh. Uh-oh. I love this plot point,
Which means Tank and Dozer died. Tank
Mhm.
survived. That's the person that had the issue. The kid that played Tank, which is also Cheech or Chong from Cheech and Chong's adopted son, was cut out of this movie. And remember, he survived and saved them?
Yeah.
They cut him out of this movie for some reason.
Is there any clear explanation for why they cut him out?
I think he wanted more money.
And they just straight up were like...
They didn't give him the money he requested, so they cut him out of this movie by this scene.
And it's almost like he's the fucking same type of character.
Yeah.
They
made this
You could see
character
how the script could have been...
meant for him.
Yeah.
It could have been, I lost one brother to that scene.
Right, yeah. Nothing,
Where did this promise come from?
Yeah, he got killed off screen. Wow, I never noticed that in the original.
I got a couple facts.
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot. But I got
Really
a couple.
interesting. And it's very interesting considering the controversy around Lawrence Fishburne not being back in 4. Now, The difference is, though, that Lauren says they never even asked them.
Yeah.
Which is so weird.
I didn't look into that too deep. You said it, but yeah, I don't know.
I also don't think there's a point looking into it too far. Wow, you can really see how badly green screen that shot was.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh, yeah, it was bad.
This reminds me of the scene from Men in Black when they go to open the locker and there's little things.
I don't remember.
Never mind, don't worry about it.
Okay. This is a very good speech that's coming up. So I'll say this real quick beforehand. I appreciate all of the donations and t-shirt sales we get while we're doing these streams. You guys are awesome. It's interesting. This has a green cast for a real world scene.
Tiny's here.
Ah, how's it going, Tiny, my friend?
Tiny, you sponsored our last...
Yeah. Thank you for
movie.
all the Stella that you left with me, because that got us through the last movie.
All hail Jay.
We also get
hail
the
Jay.
shirtless
2
Lawrence
for 1
Fishburne.
on Tuesdays. Give twice as much.
Yeah.
I'm glad someone got my reference.
But yes, I appreciate all the donations you guys throw in, and any t-shirt sales helps make me be able to do this every Wednesday night. Still going after for a long time now. We've been kicking ass.
Shabbat shalom, brother.
Unafraid. Look how grainy he is.
Yeah, he's got
It's
like
a
a seal thing
terrible-
going on
yeah.
with the pits.
Terrible compositing. See, that's where you can see the green screening is pretty bad. Like that he's not into it. He's like,
Yes, you should be
just,
putting the movie
just
on.
lurk and jerk. not the first man to have lurked and jerked my stream. That's confirmed.
Never mind. Yeah.
Oh, it's interesting to watch you censor yourself. I
got a career to think about now.
yeah, you do. Hey, you know what? Welcome to the
The
limelight. It's real.
The
You know,
green tinted lime.
yeah.
Like,
Look at those biceps, baby. He's thick, and I'm into it. So the song coming up is Juno Reactor's first major contribution to the score.
and yes, Tiny, you should be putting this on alongside the actual movie.
Yeah, so
linked up to the time code at the bottom of the
right
screen.
now it is 26 minutes and 55 seconds into the movie. Hey, how's it going, Ryan?
What's up? That's High Tide.
Oh, it's Tide. I always forget. How's it going, High Tide?
I told him to get in here because, well, don't worry.
Yeah. So we got The Matrix Reloaded on right now, guys, just as a reminder if you're just showing up. It's free on HBO Max and Hulu right now, or you can rent it for $4 on YouTube. Links are in the description. And we are 27 minutes and 38 seconds in, so you can sync up with us. Woo! Trinity looking like a snack. Shit.
Eyebrow check.
I did not remember that. Yeah, fucking Alex. Yeah, you can fucking Alex me as much as you want. I'm doing an eyebrow check and getting the fucking thing right. I did not remember Trinity coming in looking that hot.
Mm.
Appreciate that Neo's first thought is like, we gotta go have sex. She looks like she's trying to get picked up at a truck stop. I can't believe the fucking bot just said that.
She does got a crack over.
I thought it was one of you assholes saying that, but no, it was fucking. Yeah.
Gotta have an orgy before the fucking war.
God damn it, that fucking Juno Reactor beat. I think part of the reason Juno Reactor worked out for this movie is for doing the music is the previous record he had done. He actually hired an entire African tribe to do the percussion for, and so you can hear him in this too. Yeah. If there's like obviously he's got this whole fucking team. Oh yeah, here we go. Look. Yeah, here's the good stuff. What's the time on the movie? It's the giant time right here on the screen. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're right in the rave scene. It's instrumental. We're in the rave/sex scene. And just like in the first movie where they shot it with the actual people who were at the fetish nightclub, this movie they shot it in a fucking Boynton Beach. Poke away. Just like Trinity's getting poked.
Okay.
I'll shut up.
No, I'm laughing at him.
Oh my god.
So he does have them holes on his chest.
Yeah, he does.
They
did a much better effort of.
Yeah.
Well, I guess some of these people are natural.
Yeah.
Like they were born in Zion.
But look at the back of his neck.
Yeah. They really showed it. Same thing
the back
Morpheus.
of his neck.
Yeah.
See the back. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's hidden under the hair. There it is. All right. I was just looking for another thing to catch.
It's interesting to see the mixture that they deliberately shot. Like some people are obviously busted out of the Matrix, and then others are born in Zion. I always felt like this scene is a little like. I think the first time I was watching this movie, I was good up to this point, and I'm like, what's going on right now? Like, it's artistic. It's fine. But again, like comparing this to the first movie, which is like every second counted, you know?
Yeah.
Like the way that you were saying, I thought that was the coolest fact that of the first 80 lines, 44 are questions that just help like sort of rocket the viewer into the world so quickly. And then you think, what's happened in the movie in the first 30 minutes here?
Yeah.
They left the Matrix.
The coolest thing is the agent is kind of warned him. He's been dreaming some weird shit, which is referenced right now. But
yeah.
He couldn't finish because she
couldn't fuck. Oh man.
This never happens to me, babe. I swear.
I swear. You can tell me what's going wrong. Oh my god. What do you think about their on-set chemistry? Love this shot.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
That's a great shot. I don't think it needed to go one more time. I don't think people in Zion can jack into the Matrix because they don't have the vent, the port in the back of their head.
Yeah.
It's not your fault, babe. Happens to all men in their 30s.
Yeah. You're not going to lose me to some guy that can really do what he's nice to do. I promise.
One of those natural Zion-born boys. Where them boys at?
Cornbread rave.
Yeah.
They actually had bread in them. Whatever. Never mind.
Oh. We got some shit going on.
This guy already just looks evil. The one on the right.
Yeah.
That guy.
I think they really just like orgy scenes. Have you seen Sense8? The Wachowskis did that, and there's some good sex scenes. No, I haven't seen Sense8. I've heard it's amazing. I remember originally waiting to see if it ended well, and then they like had to do... They got cut short or whatever. But if you vouch for it, Tiffany, I'll do it, because it might be good to check out finally. I know Jackalee is a huge fan.
Great value, Tom Cruise.
Great value,
the one
Tom
that
Cruise.
turned into the agent just now. Yeah, I see it.
I think Hugo Weaving is just stellar. And unlike all of the other actors that kind of have their ups and downs through the series, I think Hugo Weaving is perfect in every fucking scene he's in. I'll be happy to eat those words if anybody thinks that one of the scenes he's in, he's not 100% well he should be, but I think he's just fucking great.
Nah, he's a great actor.
Yeah.
Gotta love him.
Yeah, I heard they made a movie that sort of tied it up, so that's good. I watched the first episode and was kind of like, I just didn't get grabbed by it, but I'll give it another shot. Okay, here's the first scene too, or another scene that I remember sitting in the theater when this came out. Must have been like 13 or 14. And 14 or 15. And just thinking like, this is really slow.
Yeah. Doesn't add anything to the plot. Doesn't.
No.
Like, two guys just bullshitting.
Yeah, just two
nice
fucking...
night.
Yeah, it's a different kind of... It's like a more masculine orgy scene in a sense, where it's just...
It's a mind orgy.
Yeah. Just two dudes sitting there. Well, I will, just off of your recommendation, Tiff. Resurrection will come out on the 22nd, and we'll be going to see it at the Shadowwood in Boca on December 28th. And you're invited, High Tide. Everybody is watching right now.
Kind of not be invited if you're watching, because you said the date and time and place.
Yeah, sort of. A mind orgy. Yeah. CGI is all looking fine here.
Yeah.
Also, I like the teal and red color scheme.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like you said, like, what is this scene adding to the movie? You could cut it out.
Yeah, part of what they're assumed to be doing here is proving the necessity for machines in their life, even though it's what's also trying to kill them in the moment, you know?
Right.
That's what they're establishing here. But where's the shooting?
There is alcohol at that theater, High Tide. That's one of the great things about it.
Would that have stopped you anyway, High Tide? Let's be honest.
You would have brought some alcohol. Ram.
Hey!
Okay, so later on, we're going to get some really great scenes talking about the nature of free will between the architect and Neo, whether or not Neo is actually even capable of making a choice or if he's just chemicals running in a simulation, stuff like that. Yeah. Compared to how deep those concepts are, how shallow is this scene?
Yeah.
It's just like, machines are come to kill us, but we love machines, you know? Look at this radiator. It's basically the same thing as a fucking jellyfish mod. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, to me anyways, it does not feel.
There's no point.
Exactly. Cheers to
There's no point to this shit. Yep.
I apologize.
He would have snuck it in his boot. High Tide. If there's a snake bite in my boot. Right? Toy Story.
See that fucker? I wonder what's floating around in there. The Y2K scare. Agreed, Neil. Yeah, I honestly think that entire scene should have been cut. Not that it would have been an interesting deleted scene.
There's that guy that couldn't lay it down right, knocking on her door.
Oh, look at how pissed. I really like Link's character. Sorry. Tank 2.0. So just checking in with you and how the movies hit you so far, because I know I have my perspective, but right now I think that the only characters I really care about are Link and his wife. Yeah. Like, I want Link to make it, or I'm sorry.
Yeah, Link, you said it right.
Link to make it through this, because like I'm invested, probably just because he was like, yo, where my puss? Oh, like that was amazing.
I forgot about that scene.
That was such a great scene.
Okay, so this is another great scene.
Oh, yeah. Interesting that his name's Bane.
Wheel. Like him and the agent together. Now, did the orphan just save his life right there, giving him the spoon?
Did he?
I don't know. That's fan theory.
You've never seen it before, Justine? That's awesome.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right, don't listen to us too much then.
Well, I mean, to be truthful, John, am I already drunk? Yeah. I've had like a beer and a half. That's not possible.
Wait.
If I'm drunk enough to make it through the sentence, I don't remember too many of the specifics of like by the end of Revolutions. What are you fucking laughing at?
If he's drunk enough, you meant
Jesus
sober
Christ.
enough. Hand me another beer, please.
Fuck off.
So what were you saying?
I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. Put it on the fucking...
I was going to put my mic down so I didn't do this.
Cheers, brother. Thank you for... I fucking love you.
Look at all the religious imagery.
Yeah, lots of religious stuff.
And Heineken. Boom.
Boom! I love it.
Which you didn't mean to do, did you?
Yeah, no, not at all. Love it. I didn't know that... What did they pay to be in the movie?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Within the net 3 minutes from when we say it to when it happens.
Yeah.
All right.
Heroin squared. Oh, this is interesting.
So is that Asian guy a previous agent? I feel like they've alluded to that.
He is a program, right? But he's not.
Yeah.
I don't think he's an agent. And I said this in the last stream when we did The Matrix, but the kung fu in this movie is all fucking great.
Well, the first movie, Keanu had neck surgery.
Yeah.
So he could do a lot more. And he's been training and he...
Yeah, they just really... I think they had the time and the budget to make sure that every scene was great. There were some really great fight scenes, like the Morpheo Neo fight scene was amazing. Now I'm going to slur every fucking word because I'm nervous. But in this movie, I think just every fight is great.
Yeah.
Like all the wire fu they did where they're flying. It's just awesome. Although the sound effects are a little cheesy. It's interesting in, post how they have the real... Like how we got a little bit of a digital sound effect there with that key.
I was saying that the Asian guy may have been an agent.
I think Tiny's just being a dick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. He probably is.
Mm-hmm. I think he knew. Oh, I love this concept too, of the back doors.
I bet you do.
Ah, fuck. I can't believe that one went past me. Maybe I am drunk. Got a real bromance in the chat right now.
Yeah. Who invited these fuckers? It was such a pure experience that you guys got here, you know that?
"45 minutes in this movie. What's happened? Like, what's really happened?" Although I do like every scene with the Oracle, just because it has that fun kind of like she already knows.
No cookies. Is this the scene from Forrest Gump? That's good. That's funny. Give some candy. Neo just kept running.
I just love the way the dialogue plays out here. It's actually the first time the dialogue feels as tight as the first movie. You know what I mean? Where like every sentence feels like orchestrated. Is that a red pill? It looked a lot like a red pill.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Also notice how the light on her is like ripping. Like she is getting the light of God sprayed on her. It's like a spotlight. It's really weird, actually. But maybe they're trying to give her like an angelic glow.
Yeah. The light, the oracle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just really bright, and he's in the shadow. Don't know if it means anything, but
Yeah. I don't know what he's saying, but yeah. Sorry, Tenny.
excuse me. Door made of light. Interesting that he lies here.
Well, he doesn't see her die. He sees her get shot.
Right, right. It's a pretty good shot through the center torso.
Yeah.
As she's falling off a building, I mean.
Well, that's the point. He doesn't see if she dies.
I hear what you're saying,
Yeah.
for sure.
I don't think he lied. What are you? I don't know what he's talking about.
I think Tiny's having a stroke. Someone should call. Well, have a good night, High Tide. Good to see you, my
Good
friend.
night.
So one of the things that they drop in the scene is the whole like vampires and aliens are when the programs are getting assimilated for doing something they don't want, which is basically the sort of, I think, clumsy way that they're able to explain the twins later on.
Ghost twins,
The ghost
yeah.
twins, like some stuff gets kind of wonky, because they are vampire werewolf ghosts or something like that. I don't know. It gets a little weird. And again, just like comparing it to the utter watertight writing of the first movie, it's very interesting how this one kind of feels, I don't want to say rushed, but I don't know what they could have come up with a million excuses, but with this, it's just like they kind of just wave it. They're like, oh, it's just what happens. I don't know if you find that as unsatisfying as I do, but
Yeah, it's paper thin. They spent so long with the other one for not getting produced to put all that energy into.
yeah.
And then this,
That's how I feel. It's like that the writing was just, every single thing was really well justified. And in this one we get aliens are the code fucking up. Like it just I don't know. What was the package? It was like a chip thing?
it was his earpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did he warn them or did he lead the other agents to him?
It's interesting. Our connection. Our love. I like that his glasses are different.
The tides come and go.
I like that he seems just as surprised by his actions.
You made me such a bad boy.
Cheers to being bad boys. I also think it's interesting. I think this gets brought up in the plot later, not to spoil too much, Justine, but there's, I think, some discussion about whether or not Agent Smith is the one, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, wait a second, there's definitely someone who's an anomaly, but in a way, Smith is more of an anomaly.
He's the true anomaly.
Yeah.
Neo's the anomaly in the system that's intended or expected.
Yeah.
He's the anomaly that wasn't expected, which was the actual definition of anomaly. But kind of. Like his one ring to rule them all speech.
Yeah. See, I think that monologue was already more interesting than the old man scene.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there was nothing with the old man scene.
Yeah. So this is... And this is definitely when Juno Reactor shines, this song. And I believe the drummer in this is the drummer from Susie and the Banshees.
Sure. Okay.
Just fucking putting it down.
Neotin antivirus.
Neotin antivirus.
There we go. I was waiting for it. I had it a minute ago. I just had to wait.
This is so good.
Oh, some of the agents, like that guy in the middle to the right, is not a perfect clone. Like
No, you can see.
fucking.
I was just
They
looking
cheaped
at that.
out.
Yeah,
they cheaped out.
Yeah. Well, they had like 30 body doubles of Agent Smith who all looked really close, but
Oh wow, a white guy with receding hairline. Yeah, just put any one of them in there.
yeah. Well, he's got a kind of distinctive receding hairline, and they got to be gingers without souls, you know. But yeah, the how much more fast this fight scene is compared to the ones in the last one. Oh, you could see definitely a couple of them weren't that well.
Mm-hmm.
Never noticed that one that went flying like that before. Hashtag. Jesus. I feel like Link should be watching this and being like, yo, we gotta go save Neo, right?
Yeah, right.
Like, isn't that his job, is to like... It's so great that we get these scenes to be able to just see the ridiculousness. Fucking great. Although the CGI there is a little rough. I guess I feel like, you know, sort of they make the contract with you in the last movie that we're going to see Neo being like...
Badass.
Just,
Very badass.
Yeah, it's just incredibly badass. And I feel like this scene delivers everything you could want. It really is the perfect coat for this. The realism here is a little fucked, but the most of that scene being shot in camera and just with, you know, so great. This shot's has not aged well.
No, but it's still kind of cool.
It's cool,
You
but
got to suspend reality.
yeah,
for
but
this
he
shit.
looks pretty plastic.
Yeah.
Compared to how great the kung fu was there. The amount they were actually able to do in camera is incredible.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
That was all.
Mm-hmm.
So good. I'm just thinking about the bullet time shot from the last movie, which is not as, in some sense, as impressive as the CGI on this one, but just the fact that it was all shot in camera. And that was like the shot that sold the movie, was when he's flying backwards, you know. But there they are. Just been hanging around. All right. On to beer number 3. Where are you at?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm only on 3 also.
Yeah. Do you need another one?
No, I still got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Fancy pants. Salud.
Cheers, brother. Okay, so we're now at the hour mark of the movie. And I can finally say that I feel some plot has occurred.
Yeah. Or some of what
he
we're
talked to the
there
Oracle
for.
about the dream.
Yeah.
And he fought Agent Smith.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a lot for an hour. What else? Some politics back home.
And we know there's the eminent demise. Eminent domain. Fucking, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Eminent demise of Zion.
Zion is,
impending.
yeah. But we sort of got that in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah. That's all we got going on, though.
And, we got some politics.
Like, thank God, but they didn't go into a backstory for every single one of these council members.
Absolutely.
And a little midnight walk for him in each of them.
Yeah.
Like, there's 15 of them. Look at this. Who needs that many? It could have just been that one guy.
I would love to know what the one guy with the gray dreadlocks, though. I would watch him. No, but I agree with you completely.
Who gives a fuck?
And I do think they should get credit for that they were smart enough to be like,
Thank God.
Yeah,
they still put 15 fucking people here. It could have just been that one guy, him.
Yeah.
There's a court reporter, someone taking down notes.
Is there one?
And
That's
does he
hilarious.
have like a tracheotomy too for like a new age? Like, does he smoke? Or did he smoke? I'm a smoker, so I could say that.
Like that we're getting a little of the Bane storyline. I think Bane's an interesting character. Hey, Neil, have a good night. Like a little feminism there. That's awesome. Hard for any man to do it. Oh, she echoes Morpheus's words back to him. That's hot. I like that. A little bit of cuckoldry going on here.
Yeah, doesn't she do that with Will Smith in his real life?
Yeah, Will Smith was supposed to be Neo. It's like, some things will never change, Will. It was an entanglement. But yeah, I think one of the failings of it wasn't as critical in the first movie, but I think a failing for me is that the on-screen romance between Neo and Trinity just never really fully connects for me. I don't know what you think. You don't doesn't kill it for you? Doesn't kill it for you? Okay.
Yeah.
That's why you're here, is to counterbalance. Yeah, because I don't know what are my stupid fixations.
The romance between Jada Pinkett Smith or whatever her name is, and Morpheus and the other dude
feels much more. Feels really tangible.
I'll
whereas
give you that.
Neo and Trinity never really feel fucking Monica Bellucci in that latex dress, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Love the Merovingian. The legendary Morpheus.
Such a great name too.
Doesn't even give her any lines. Shut up. Cheers to misogyny.
Don't you have a misogyny?
Yeah, I got a little, yeah. Usually let Ryan do it. I think it's this. Hysteria. I think the Merovingian is such an interesting, great character. Compare him with Seraph, who's like super flat.
Which one was Sarah?
That's my point. The Asian fighting guy.
Oh yeah, that's his name. Yeah.
Because the Oracle's interesting too, but
And the Keymaker is kind of cool. I like.
Who was the Keymaker?
Keymaker, littler Asian dude
Oh,
that
yeah.
they have held in the.
And again, I think this philosophical thing that we're getting into is interesting again. Morpheus believes in choice. Merovingian believes in causality. The tension there. Also that knot. My
Yeah.
God, just look at her. I agree. I'll say there. Oh, I forgot about this scene too, the orgasm.
Oh,
A very special dessert.
creepy French bastard.
Yeah. Very pervy. But the first really implausible thing I've seen in this movie is that anybody would notice that blonde when Monica Bellucci's in the room. That's totally unbelievable. This is gross. I love that little look down.
Yeah.
Like a shame she's
Never
like
gave
that.
me one of those.
I wonder when the producers first read the script.
Yeah.
You know, like, so we're going to see the digital rain squirt. Like,
That wasn't even a term back then.
right,
Like,
right.
the deepest, darkest forms of the internet may have had it.
Yeah. They had some sort of descriptor for it. Also, it's interesting they didn't play up the Trinity Neo sex failure scene earlier. Merovingian
No, but
just
that wasn't a
sent
sex failure. I made that up. That wasn't. That was just him.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
just teasing.
Okay.
Yeah. in the theme of analyzing scenes that could have been in the theme of scenes that could be cut, I'm struggling to see what about this scene had to be in the movie, actually. Well, it's a much more fun scene than the grandfather talking to Neo, for sure. Like, it's way more fun. But, like, what happened? Other than introduce this. Hey, how's it going, Eric?
Hey, Money, what's going on, buddy?
How's it going, brother?
Take it easy, Tiny.
Have a good night, Tiny. I love you, brother. I would follow that pair of tits anywhere. I don't even want the Keymaker at this point.
Yeah.
She's a program too, right? That's the implication.
I would assume, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny to see programs acting in love, though. Love-ish. They're clearly not in love, but you know what I mean.
What a bitch.
It's the easiest choice ever. See, like, I don't buy that Trinity's that jealous that she'd risk like the entire world over a kiss.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about a BJ.
They weren't that
You know?
They weren't that passionate
No.
in any scene before that.
No, you couldn't even get it up, and now Neo's pretending like this isn't so fucking great.
Watch, look, it doesn't move at all. It's just like her.
If it is terrible, that's how you know it's just like her. Love the eye contact, like, hey, check you out, bitch. I'm about to fucking face suck your man. You don't watch Twin Peaks, do you?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Only because, like, Monica Bellucci plays herself in Twin Peaks, which is an interesting thing. Well, that's funny. They show I guess that's the shot in Neo's head that he's making out with Trinity. Oh, wait, no, that's just her. Never mind.
Yeah.
It looks like her for a second, though. Still no digital rain squirt, though. Again, a very long scene that's very not, like, what's really happening here?
They had one movie with the next two, and they stretched it out for the movie, like just for the, yeah.
This is a really good set.
And he's got another alligator skin. Oh, hell
Yo,
yeah.
yo, Keanu, my boy Keanu, hooking it up.
Yes.
$6.66.
Oh, what movie was that, Alex? You would know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Is that a movie just for this?
I think it's obviously a vampire movie, which is hinting at the vampires in this scene.
Looks like Johnny Knoxville.
It does look like Johnny Knoxville, doesn't it? But anyways, Keanu, thank you very much for hooking it up. I know we've been talking some shit about this movie, but obviously it's only because it's the greatest series of all time. So, oh yeah, they're werewolves.
Yeah.
Is the implication there he's banging somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Well,
Like Monica Bellucci walked away.
and she walked into the men's room when he said he had to piss.
Yeah.
And he wasn't there. So he went to
Right. Oh, I never really caught that. So he was just banging.
I just made that up. Like,
he was probably banging the blonde because the blonde went to the bathroom, gave her the orgasm. Wow.
Or,
I never caught that the first time through.
yeah.
Ah, the Keymaker. Interesting that Morpheus doesn't have his green tie here. I don't know why that triggers me. Woo. Great line. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Never felt like this effect looked as good as it should have. Like, that's a very not amazing effect. It is a nice trick, but it's not a great effect. I love that line, too. Your predecessors, which sort of implies ahead of time that there were more the ones than Neo. We don't know that yet. Sorry for the spoilers, Justine. Just pure badassery. Another just great fight scene. What's interesting is the same notes as Club to Death by Rob Dugan. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Interesting that they sort of reference that. It's the same type of beat as the Red Woman scene from the first movie. Yeah, get up on there.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what the face tattoo meant. If there was any specific thing. Oh, the fact that Neo's bleeding is interesting.
Yep.
So I've been enjoying this movie so far.
Yeah.
What are your feelings so far? We're kind of
Nobody minds the movie, but we're all like waiting for something.
Right. I mean, we're an hour and 20 minutes in, and we've had some great fight scenes, but I will say the fight scenes are more divorced from the plot. It's like plot, not a lot happening. Let's fight.
Yeah.
Somehow the first movie, they felt more integrated.
I'll give you that for sure.
Hey, Jeff, how's it going?
And this sword looks so fake. Oh, yeah. What's going on?
Which sword looks so fake?
That one.
That one, yeah.
Like,
yeah, it looks terrible.
And he's using a trident.
Yeah.
Like, who?
Who the fuck, yeah.
Yeah, right?
It does. It just feels silly.
Like,
And the sound effects.
Katanas and shit to be like.
Yeah.
it would have been cool as fuck. But
I liked when he used the little guys.
yeah,
Those, whatever they're called. Not a rapier, but it's like that.
No.
But yeah, this is a little... Like, the fighting's great, but...
That thing.
Those things, yeah.
I think it's called a scythe.
Yeah, scythe.
Yeah, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, and this fucking thing. Why?
Yeah.
Why? All the other fucking swords and shit.
Yeah.
That?
Also, it feels a little bit more PG, doesn't it? You know, like there should have been a nice little blood splurt there. If we're going to have an R rating, like why not? Give us a little bit of...
Yeah.
Remember how we said in the last one, there was that one shot of the guy's torched body and we were like, oh shit. I'm so glad that was in there. We both forgot it. It was a Dozer tank.
Yeah, after he got...
Yeah, it was Dozer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like, oh shit, I'm glad they didn't pull the punch. Whereas in this fight, I feel like there's no blood.
Yeah, he hits him with this thing. No blood splat, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. Welcome back, Neil.
Yep.
I do like the line about the predecessors sort of hinting about what's to come. So my question would be, though, because this movie does feel a bit like, okay, the studio is like, you made the biggest movie of 1999. We have to do a trilogy, because at the time everybody was doing trilogies. How do you think this could have been done better? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know it's an impossible question.
Yeah.
It's much easier to point out what's not right about it. I hate the effects here.
You're just trying to avoid them, yeah.
Yeah. Like, that to me is just, get that out of my Matrix movie. That doesn't belong here.
And they got straight razors. That's their weapon of choice.
They don't have a gun
Anything.
or a knife. Yeah. Oh, he cut her latex. The tragedy.
It's expensive.
It's expensive, for sure. If you've been to Fetish Factory, it's expensive. I love the concept of these guys, and I love the look of these guys, and I hate the execution of these guys.
Yeah.
It's just so fucking... It's cheesy. There's nothing cheesy about the first movie, or relatively. No, you know. Everything's convincing. I do like that we actually get a car chase scene in this movie.
Yeah.
You know?
I have something planned for that, but that's the last one I got.
I'll shut up.
No, don't worry. You could talk.
It is Mortal Kombat-esque. I feel like Link's Link's just sitting there staring at 3 monitors interpreting the Matrix, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a major plot hole that he is like way behind on everything.
They're coming up behind you.
Yeah.
They're going to be there in a minute.
He can see Neo 500 miles away and them 500 miles south, but he can't see them.
Holy shit, they're right behind you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It does have a more video game. Hey,
I apologize.
how's it going, Ryan? Hello,
What's up,
Nikki.
buddy? So this stretch of highway,
Yeah.
they built specifically for the chase and the scene. They donated all the extra wood to a city in Mexico as just a donation to build their city with.
Wait. So the highway?
And all the material, I assume they built it in somewhere in Mexico, which I forget the name. But they then donated all the materials for it to that city to then build shit with.
That's awesome.
That's all I got. But
yeah. I love it.
it's 1.4 miles worth of highway.
Here's another thing I just kind of noticed, and again, check me if I'm wrong on this, to how you feel. I feel like Morpheus has just been so underutilized in this movie. You know, like he's almost not there compared to his massive presence in the first movie.
Yeah, they got so many other characters that didn't need to be there that they wasted time on.
And I do appreciate that they added extra characters in, but you met Morimoto. That's awesome, dude. That's freaking so cool. I'm such a fan. That's awesome, dude. And the best Japanese whiskey. Do you remember what it was called? Can't imagine you don't. So the name of the song is Mona Lisa Overdrive, which is... So I mentioned in the first Matrix that William Gibson wrote Neuromancer, which the Matrix takes a lot of inspiration from. Like the words The Matrix and cyberspace were invented by William Gibson. The third book in the series was called Mona Lisa Overdrive, and that's the name of the song that's used here. That they wrote for this part. Yeah, it's just a little fun fact.
Yeah.
I wanted to have at least one fun fact because you come so prepared.
I try.
Which I appreciate. Yeah.
That's the name of the whiskey.
Well, we'll have to remember that.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's imprinted in the world forever now that we did this.
Yeah, it'll be there forever. The blade is just killing me now that you pointed it out. I didn't even really notice it, but it's so silly.
He just got beat by a seatbelt.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he got back at the seatbelt though.
Now he's hitting him with the buckle.
Yeah.
Nice. Is Morimoto the one that says cuisine from the Iron Chef, or am I just being a fucking idiot?
I don't know.
I feel like that was an Iron Chef thing. So yeah, this stretch of highway they built specifically for the scene.
So cool.
Yeah.
Can you imagine having that much money to build a highway and have all these cars and everything, like,
and waste the entire budget on such a shitty movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, drive safe, guys. Don't watch us while you're driving.
Yes, yeah.
We'd rather you make it there safe than add another viewer.
100%.
Absolutely.
I hate this shot. I hate everything that's happening right now. Although I overall like the idea of the car scene. God, I can't believe the whole switchblade thing's still going on.
Not even a fucking switchblade. It's a straight razor.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be kind of cool with a switchblade, maybe.
Sure.
It's like people shave with that. That's about all we got.
And consider the difference of how intimidating in The Dark Knight the Joker's blade is.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that
Those
thing
are awesome.
when that, it's fucking like the whole world is, it's so scary when he first pops it, you know, and it's more or less a similar length, but it's just so much cheesier in this. Yeah. Like the idea. I like the vampire werewolf thing they tried to pull in here, but I just don't think it came across.
I have a hilarious story of a cabbie that did that to somebody kind of in New York. I got to tell you off camera because it's not going to come off well, but
Okay,
I've seen a cabbie do something just like that in real life in New York with someone that was following him.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I'll tell you off camera.
Yeah. There is something beautiful about watching Morpheus walk with a katana.
And there's the green tie.
Yeah, and the green tie popped out.
He didn't have the green tie?
He had it covered up, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like, do we finally get a chance to see Morpheus being awesome?
I would.
Ducati.
Yeah, I'm looking at the latex.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I just developed a thing with latex now recently.
Yeah. Hey, I've had the thirst for a long time. Just that synth sound right there.
I do like it a lot.
I could not replicate it on any of these synths.
So he needs to buy more, ladies and gentlemen, is what he's trying to say. I couldn't do it with all 17 of these.
I'm just saying that Juno Reactor is the shit, is all I'm trying to say.
I did appreciate
Although
that.
Keanu contributed $6.66 to the synthesizer.
It could have been him, for real.
Yeah,
that'd be amazing.
That'd be hilarious.
Right? We'll give you the money back. Just say it was you.
I would fucking cry.
So,
although I did defend his acting in this movie.
Yes, you did. Exactly.
I did.
I'm the asshole here.
Yeah.
But
latex is where it's at, Justine.
Mm-hmm. So, Trinity learned to ride a motorcycle specifically for this scene. She never rode a motorcycle before.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever her name is, I forget it at the moment.
Carrie Ann Moss.
That she actually rode a motorcycle and learned to do it just for this.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm struggling a little bit to know what the game plan is here.
Oh, to get away from the agents?
I guess so.
But they didn't notice the guy's gone? Like,
yeah. Again, it's just
on the really slow moving thing we just put him on.
Yeah, he was much safer on the bike that was evading everybody than just a regular ass.
The unarmed Morpheus, because he gave up his katana to do that.
So he could stand on the side. Yeah. You just can't help but notice that the difference in the writing. This is bad CGI.
Yeah.
That was rough. That was some Lego shit. Oh, fuck the gun.
Ah.
I really do appreciate the dedication to the kung fu stuff. You know what I mean? Like they could have gone more like Transporter, where it's just regular fighting. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate that they really clearly took it seriously. You know?
Yeah.
It adds a certain something to the movie.
It's futuristic kung fu with their abilities and shit.
Well, right. That's kind of what I mean. I don't think kung fu felt futuristic at all before this movie.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know what I mean? Like,
yeah. There is no rock'em sock'em fight. It's all kung fu, and
yeah, everything feels.
Nobody sucker punched anyone.
Yeah.
Oh, they could bleed too.
That's cool. I like that we're kind of giving Morpheus a shot to like, because no one could fight an agent except for Neo, and now Morpheus is,
kind of doing it.
He's having trouble, but he was able, even the ability to
Look at
make
those
him believe.
shoes,
Oh
though.
yeah, with that alligator skin,
Yeah.
purple alligator skin boots.
Hey.
How are we doing over there on the hiding?
Yeah.
You're good?
Yeah.
I guess I'm on to 4 beers now. Cheers. Where are you at? Are you on?
I put my empties away, so
I
we
don't know.
have to count.
No. So we're an hour and 35 minutes in, and it does. I mean, we've had some great fight scenes for sure. As far as the plot goes, though,
And I don't even know if all the fight scenes were that good. I really don't like the one with the shitty sword and that.
I agree. Yeah,
mace
actually,
that
and even this car chase has been going for a while, and I remember it being a lot better than it is. I really like the fight scene between Seraph and Neo.
Yeah.
And I like the fight scene with Smith, with all the Smiths and Neo. I like that one a lot. I remember the fight scene with all the werewolves and the ghosts and shit. All of that is just not. Yeah. And then I've appreciated the Morpheus stuff.
Yeah, this isn't the worst one. But
yeah. But we're still in this car chase.
That is some bad CGI.
Yeah, it's bad.
That is Sim City fucking like
Synth City 2000.
Synth City.
Yeah. We're in Synth City right now.
Yeah.
Conversely,
that kind of looked all right.
This is fine. I'm not upset with this.
No.
This aged about as well as the CGI from the first movie did.
Why does he save them? All right, never mind.
I love that shot. Like that reaction shot. We were talking about reaction shots a lot. Like that sells the moment much more than, because it is completely cheesy that he shows up right at the second.
Yeah.
Just totally ridiculous. But you get him being like, yeah.
Look at that hair on her. Them.
Oh.
Her.
Yeah.
No, but her hair is ugly. Looks like a fucking the Barbie doll from Rugrats that Angela would cut the hair. Anyone?
I don't remember. Someone
out there got that reference.
Someone in the chat's got that reference.
Angelica.
If you got the reference, drop a comment, okay?
Gaetano's stupid fucking comments.
It's awesome, dude. I love it. This is the first shot with the jellyfish we've seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They've talked about it.
Yeah. And the drill. I appreciate that we're this far into the movie. All right. And that looks like the chair from the first movie, doesn't it?
Yeah. The whole room does.
Lizzie McGuire. Yeah. Got you. I love it.
So we had an incident.
We did, yeah. There's one Scum movie night where it was so nice out and kind of hot in this room, and Gaetano was like, hey, you should leave that door open. And I think it was 5 minutes or less before someone tried to walk into my fucking house.
Sell us tamales or something.
Well, I mean, that was the setup, but
yeah,
it was
fair point.
It was not a good thing.
Yeah, he had nothing on him.
No, he was
like,
not
hey,
selling
guys.
us anything.
Yeah. So I'm a little on edge.
Yeah. If you don't know Lake Worth Beach, like, it's raw. It's raw. And this is a lot of candy. My favorite Rugrats quote is Chucky at the top of the slide. I'm a big, brave dog. Too cute. So I was just thinking while the Keymaker was giving all that exposition of how the rules work, 314 seconds is all you got. Seems like the Oracle should have known that. And if the Oracle had just said, hey, you have to take out the power station, we would have shaved an hour out of this movie. You know what I mean?
That was my idea, to leave the door open. I don't live in Lake Worth Beach.
No.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it's where you're at is completely fucking different.
Yeah, I still don't leave my door open, but this is Alex's house, so who cares?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. But it was hot in here. We know what it is.
I love this. I really appreciate the scene. It's dragging for sure, but I like it. Feels like the first scene that kind of reminds me of the first movie. You know, Morpheus is sitting there. He's in charge. He's in that fucking chair. He's telling people what's up.
Yeah, the movie is starting to come together.
Yeah.
But a broken pipe just foiled their plans. Like, rust got them. Right? That's all because of a rusty pipe.
Right.
No machine interface. Nothing.
Yeah. That was a free, that was an own goal.
Slow and trying. That's my motto. Yeah, that's all I got.
The rules in this movie do seem much fuzzier than in the first one.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he's got 5 minutes. They had to open the door that quickly.
At least they gave some excuse as to why Link can't get to him. But it doesn't explain the rest of the movie that he wasn't able to help basically at all.
Or see it happen.
Yeah. They're just getting surprised left and right by shit he saw a mile away.
He right behind you. He gonna kill you.
Oh, I forgot that Smith was here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Trinity disobeys. It's like a shout out to the Trinity love scene.
I do like the point that Morpheus is somewhat holding his own against agents.
Yeah. It's a subtle thing, but I appreciate that's the first time Neo seemed actually stressed in the whole movie when he yelled Morpheus. Makes me feel something.
Yeah.
He cares.
Mm-hmm.
Did we get any sort of understanding as to why Smith was in this hallway at this exact moment? Not really, right? I didn't miss anything, did I?
No. Just that he knew
he's
it was
just
going to happen.
Yeah. Oh no. Pouring out for the homie. I want to say this is the first time we've seen one of the programs act like a self-sacrifice.
It was more an accidental death. Like, he didn't protect anybody.
If he knew it was going to happen, though, he sacrificed his life.
Yeah, to shut the door instead of getting in the way.
Just to even like be a part of the whole thing if he knew he was going to die.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was upgraded, Neil. I think he was just I think he's just pretty badass. And they did a good job of like giving him a katana when the agent didn't have anything in the other scene, so it kind of gives you a little bit of room for wiggle room there. You need some contacts, bro?
Yeah. I can't see for shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting like that?
Not just the drinking.
I didn't say it's because of the drinking. I just meant in general. Like,
yeah, no, I should be wearing glasses.
And I love when you pointed out in the last movie how they actually show those TV monitors.
And they did it again in the when she does the bike flip. The
Really?
security guard was on monitors, but it wasn't his relative.
Yeah. I think it's unfortunate that they went for such a KFC kernel.
Yeah.
Would have been smart not to do exactly that. A lot of people hated this scene. This is like what people talk about. But I actually like it.
Yeah.
How's it going, Adam? I love the woman's
finger.
Fuck
Yeah.
you. Like that would be possible for this Neo. It's interesting to catch like what they had in those scenes back there. I think I saw George Bush and Hitler were in there. Interesting, the little drum hit there. And again, everybody kind of hates that this scene sort of drags on, and I get the criticism, but I love the idea.
That wasn't the worst dragging scene in the whole fucking movie.
No, not at all. And in fact, if the rest of the movie didn't drag, I think that scene's great.
Yeah, we both watched the whole thing. I was thinking of what to say, but I enjoyed it. I do enjoy that.
I think
all the scenes.
I think it's like the only scene that's been really great so far in a way. You know, it's a great concept. It's a great reveal that there's been 6. Because I think the movie
was actually intriguing.
Yeah.
That was actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it was a whole lot of plot all at once. But
the machines are still trying to kill them. That's all we got earlier.
Yeah,
like,
the machines
okay.
want to kill you. And I think that's kind of the problem, too, is the first movie, you had the fact that we didn't know what the Matrix was, so that could propel the movie forward. With this one, we already knew what the Matrix is, so what's the mystery? Well, that there's been 6 Zions before that the machines are efficient at wiping out. That's a great reveal, you know? I'm good with the CGI in this scene, too.
Yeah.
It's fine. I guess the point, Neil, is it keeps the machines having batteries, you know? Speaking of batteries, the battery on the camera just ran out. It's not moving.
Oh. Nice.
Camera's still going, but I just noticed that. I forgot to charge it this week. It's
watching myself on the screen with that and being a little drunk.
Yeah, it starts getting real wonky.
Dreams do come true. Hey, we're both back. Thank you. Still one more? Still one more?
There's still one more, yes.
Okay. Cool.
You selected the perfect amount. Cheers. And cheers to everybody who's made it 2 hours in the movie with us. Appreciate you guys.
Oh, wait.
It does, Neil. You're not reading into it too much, I don't think. It is much more of a stretch.
But you can't get inside me, Neil. I was waiting to say that for a moment.
Oh my God.
Cheers. rearranging them guts.
Unlike in the real world, he's changing it up. In the Matrix, he could do anything. So we have some basis for the Matrix Resurrections. That's the first resurrection, you know?
Not what she said.
I get the feeling that, like, they're good friends. You know, like that they're, you know what I mean? But I just don't, I'm not sold on the romance at all, which I think is critical, especially if the plot is the difference between this Neo and all the other ones is.
He chose love.
Yeah, yeah, the love really needed to connect. I think the Naomi Morpheus
so much better,
is so much more convincing.
Fucking Mouse and the girl in the red dress were that much better.
Oh, dude, Mouse felt some feelings.
He tried to pimp her out, but hey, there might be love for somebody.
Yeah.
Wrong side. There we go.
They're gonna run. That's the idea? I feel like Morpheus has more, like, lost passion for his love of the Nebuchadnezzar than Neo and Trin.
Yeah.
He had some poetry. I dreamed a dream. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at, like, the line, "Let's go, Morpheus." Is it like, "Let's go, everybody"? Like the most singled out Morpheus.
Oh. Where he keeps dying every day.
What's the movie? I don't think I've seen it.
I know the movie you're talking about, Annie.
So I guess this is the first time, actually, that we get to see Neo.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow, that's what it's called?
I'm 90% sure.
But this is the first moment we get to see Neo actually be the one outside the Matrix.
Or still in the Matrix, because that's what the architect was saying, was they planned for it, so there was never an outside of the Matrix.
Is that how that works? I mean, I don't...
That's the way I took it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think my number one issue with Reloaded and Revolutions... I'll shut up for a second while they're talking.
And they leave him unprotected in the same room as the one.
Yeah, I was... So, right after we got done... Oh my god, that's the fucking ending?
Yeah.
I was just thinking to myself, right after the kind of the architect stuff, where I was like, thank God there's only 15 minutes left, because I'm starting to, like, really just have trouble. But I didn't realize it ended on that much of an anticlimax.
Yeah. I vaguely remember they didn't actually fight at the end, obviously.
Yeah,
but yeah, I was not expecting them to fight any of the machines. That's the next movie.
Right.
But,
which I get that they couldn't do that, but I mean... Wow.
Well...
So, Gaetano, what do you think? Hit me with your thoughts.
I think I enjoyed my night. I hope everyone out there in cyberspace enjoyed their night.
I certainly did.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you doing this with me,
This was
brother.
fun. It's two movies that should have been one, and they went for the sellout.
Yes, I think that was...
1,000%.
Yeah.
Couple good, bright moments, which I enjoyed, but...
Give me what was your favorite and least favorite part of the movie?
I really do like the architect's speech.
I think so, too. That would be mine, too.
It had meaning, which I never really thought of, but I've always enjoyed that specific moment. If I saw this in the theater, I think I
was pissed when I saw it in the theater.
Yeah, that's like Sopranos ending shit.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly, because I've probably saw them both back to back,
Yeah.
So
I think it's good that we can see the next one next week and not have to wait.
Yeah.
That was kind of the problem, is what a way to end that one.
Mm-hmm.
What did you guys think?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, please let me know what you guys thought out there.
Gonna keep drinking.
Yeah. Gives us some time to talk and drink. What was your least favorite scene?
Yeah, I don't like those ghost guys. The fight
Me
with the
too.
ghost guys. That's probably where I like the ghosts or the actual the sword and the medieval weaponry.
Yeah, that was
weaponry. I
was slurring 15 minutes into this thing, so go ahead.
With a couple behind me. Dexter ending. All right, I haven't seen Dexter, but great to know.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it full through. Like, there's a movie or something?
They're bringing it back,
Yeah, there's a
actually,
movie,
because the
right?
ending was so...
Oh, okay, atrocious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really hated that sword medieval weaponry.
I totally agree, and I think I might have hated the car chase even more. That's when I felt the most checked out.
Tiffany, thank you for fighting the night.
Oh, have a good
Feel
night,
better.
Tiffany. Thank you for fucking sticking it out with us.
Yeah. You're
The
welcome
car
this
chase
week,
was, just...
but we'll see you on the 28th.
Yeah, I'll see you on the 28th, okay?
At
And
the very
we're doing
least.
Revolutions next week, Wednesday at 9 p.m. That medieval fight scene into... The car chase just kept going and not having any...
Yeah, well, then it was the garage where they introduced the two brothers.
I think the
and
garage was where it was really falling flat for me.
Yeah, at least the car chase on the highway, which is kind of cool, but
The
for a little bit.
For a
The
little
music.
bit. Yeah, the music was
yeah.
great, but then it just kept going. And then I did like it when it got to Morpheus. That was maybe, other than the architect scene, I really liked the Morpheus fight.
Yeah.
And I like the Smith fight. The fight with all the Smiths.
Yeah, all the Smiths wasn't terrible. It wasn't my favorite. Wasn't my least favorite.
But it was good. It was totally
Yeah.
serviceable.
Yeah.
What's crazy, though, is...
The first 45 minutes of this, like I did before you said it, I knew exactly where you were going.
Well, let me say it this way.
Yeah.
Think of the movie. Just skip everything up until he walks up to the Oracle. And they sit down. Because that scene's good. When there's that... Finally, we get a little bit of verbal judo between Neo and the Oracle of like, she already knows what he's going to say, but she's letting him say it. It's an interesting, almost like Quentin Tarantino-esque scene where it's like set up really well. Then we get this great fight with Smith. I like the orgasm scene with the Merovingian. I like that Monica Bellucci betrays him. Mm-hmm. I like
the sexual tension with Neo and Trinity with her.
Yeah.
It was all, yes.
It's totally unbelievable that Trinity would try to shoot somebody
fate of humanity over
a
kissing this.
smooch. Yeah. All human beings, fuck that. I'm gonna kill this bitch.
Yeah.
Just no way. But okay, whatever.
Yeah.
She loves him, even though he can't satisfy. But you could condense the movie to Oracle Smith fight, Merovingian scene, a very small amount of the medieval fight and car chase. Just cut that all down. And then what else do you have? Like basically the architect scene.
Yeah, the architect.
And we have this really, the ending is really weird where we have
one lone survivor, not locked up, just laying next in the medical ward.
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
They're talking about how evil this person is, and they're like, you know what would be good?
Our only
Let's put him next to
suspect
the
for
most.
betraying us,
Let's put him right next to the one person who can save us all.
who is incapacitated.
Incapacitated. I mean, like, holy shit. I like the small space fights too, Annie.
Oh yeah, inside the car with the ghost people inside the car.
Yeah, I like the idea of the tighter corridor fights and stuff.
Yeah.
Even like, I think I said it when Niobe fought the security guard in the power plant. I'm like, this is good. She's just
the fight scenes were so much better in theory or in execution.
Yeah.
But the storyline to lead up to them or to get there. Like
go ahead.
The dojo scene was better this time than the last one. The last one was just meaningful and artistic and interesting.
Yeah.
This one was so much more choreographed and better. Right?
Yeah. The choreography was better. However, I will say I think the dojo scene in the first movie, the interplay between Morpheus and Neo was just great. Whereas you don't really get that with Seraph. Seraph's kind of a flat character. Keymaker's kind of a flat character.
Yeah.
Like, who's the Keymaker? At least the Merovingian has this interesting
making women come thing.
Yeah, he's the only character in the whole movie who can do that. Which is a commentary on men. Totally fair. But yeah, I just the elevator fight I want to see in the Marvel movie.
Yeah, I read it. I missed that.
I don't know. Yeah.
Reword that one for us.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. But yeah. Well, so
I like the Keymaker too.
Yeah.
I did like the Keymaker.
I think he's a cool character.
Yeah.
I just wish he was utilized a little bit more. The only thing I don't love about him is he's very one-dimensional.
Yeah.
I like the programs that have personality, like that kind of, you know.
He sacrificed his life.
He does. That is true. He was the first program who displayed, was willing to die for the humans.
Yeah.
Right? More or less.
Did he do it willingly, or was it just a contract?
That's an interesting part of the movie, right? That's where the movie's at its best, is when it's asking the question, how much do we do, how much choice do we have and how much of it is causality?
Yeah.
So even though the scene with the orgasm, at least it's provocative and we get the digital squirt and, everything, and, it's interesting. Whereas most of this movie's not.
Yes. So, to Digital Squirt?
To Digital Squirt, my brother, and to everybody who's hung around with us. We're going to be doing this next week. It's going to be just me, but we're going to hit Matrix Revolutions, and then December 28th.
Spirit.
Yes, Gaetano will be here in spirit. I'm going to ask him to send me some notes. Because he's great at researching this stuff. And once again, a huge thank you to you, Gaetano. I'm so grateful for you doing this with me. It's been awesome.
And I'm going to pass that thank you on to you people that are out there supporting us. Or him, which happens to be me in this case. But thank you all for enjoying this. I enjoy it wholeheartedly. I'll do all the research we need to do for anything except the aliens. No more fucking aliens.
Yeah, no more aliens.
No, I tried to do my research for that shit.
You actually... anytime I need research, I now know you're the guy to go to because you did so much research for that one. Yeah. It's so funny. But anyways, guys, we'll get out of here. It's great. We'll do Matrix Revolutions next Wednesday at 9 Eastern Standard Time. At the meetup. And then, December 28th, Shadowwood and Boca, somewhere around 9 p.m. Oh, there's an after movie scene. I had no idea.
Hey, lucky, put it back on for them. Oh, no, actually, let's not put it back on for them.
Yeah.
My bad. If
Oh, I
anyone
think
left
I think this is just a. Oh, this is just a preview. I don't care about the preview. Okay.
Is this a preview for the next? Or
Yeah.
is this
Okay.
Okay.
These are all just scenes from the
Okay,
next
all right.
movie. Never mind.
Never mind.
I thought it was like a Marvel
An
movie
aftercut
style.
that we just never saw
That
for
I never
anyone
saw that maybe
in
would
history.
explain something. Maybe Bane opens his fucking eyes or something, like just to, fucking.
Yeah. All right. Let's say goodnight, though.
All right. Yeah.
Good
I
night.
think it's time.
Good night. Good
I love
night.
you guys.
Love you
I'll
too,
see you next
Lance.
week, Wednesday at 9. Okay, guys? Have a good one. Okay. Love you.